What's up? What's up, man?
What's going on? What's going on, man?
Ain't shit going on but the rent Taison.
I feel you on that.
How's your Christmas, man?
Christmas is good. Christmas is good. Me and my son just chill. Watching TV. Relax. Yeah, just relax. Just chill. Just chill. Stayed out the way.
What Santa brought you for Christmas, man?
Some money, some cards. Couple. Like I said, I got a call from my twin. I talked to my older brother too as well. I spoke to a couple people I ain't talked to in a minute. So other than that, like I said, just a couple things I wanted to basically spurs on myself too as well, which is a good thing too. Got a couple things that I've been wanting to get a little bit beforehand, so money helped out, and yeah, I was happy about that. What about you, man?
Let's see what I got. I got just like clothes shit, man. Got some boxes. Damn, I got a bathroom bag. It's a Kappa bag. It's a Kappa bathroom bag. A hat. Like a winter hat.
All right.
And got this right here. It says it's a Kappa bracelet.
All right.
Yeah,
that's what's up.
Yeah, Kappa bracelet and shit.
That's what's up.
Yeah, so Christmas was good. I had my with the fam, picking my daughter on Christmas Day. Got her for till New Year's. The Christmas was good.
That's good, man.
Yeah, Christmas was good, man. So let's go ahead and get into this right here. So we're gonna do the year in review, man. We're gonna talk about some breakout performances with some actors in movies, actresses in movies, some actors, actresses in TV shows. We're gonna talk about some of the top TV shows this in 2021, some of the top movies in 2021, some of the memorable TV show episodes in 2021. So yeah, that's what we'll talk about today. So I think first let's talk about. Then we should jump into actors. Let's see.
Why not?
Yeah, let's jump in.
A lot to choose from this year too. Actor and actresses. We had a lot to choose from this year. Different TV series, different movies. There's a lot to choose from, but the person that we're about to well, for me, to me, was a breakthrough actor.
So you going with movies or you going with TV show? Like you gotta get some more content.
Oh, I'm going with me. To me, the guy I'm giving you right now is basically overall because he not only did a TV series, he also did a movie.
What's he merely known for though?
He's the guy. Basically, he's known for.
He's better known for movies or he's better known for TV.
He's basically known as kind of bit of both here. He's done.
It gotta be one that.
He's known. He's known for what he was originally known for last year when he was really, his first he jumped on the scene to me was he had did a TV series on HBO. Okay. With Lovecraft Country, and
I didn't know what the fuck you talking about.
Yeah, Lovecraft Country, and that was his lead role for that. That was sort of like, hey, all right, to the masses, right? And then he did the Five Bloods on Netflix too. Remember that too from last year. But this year, this is really introducing them to the worldwide audience. This guy right here, Jonathan Majors. He had two significant things that came out. One is a TV series and one is a movie. TV series that came out this year was Loki. And for him, as everybody knows, he becomes.
Loki? Oh shit!
I can't spoil that. If you haven't seen it. He's a very, very important Very, very important guy moving forward. A very, very important guy moving forward in the Marvel Universe. Very, very
Okay.
important. So he's got that, as I like to call it, he got that Marvel 10-year contract money. So believe that. He got that Marvel 10-year contract money. And he went from that to this year as well, starring in the lead role in Netflix, The Harder They Fall.
Okay.
As Nat Love, as everybody said, this is a very, very, to me, like I said, last year he dipped his foot up there. Everybody was like, to me, those two roles, especially the opposite end of the spectrum from both of those roles, this year and Loki and The Harder They Fall, this really put him on the world. To me, this is really putting him out there to more of the masses now. And now this is going to be now, like if you don't know him now, like those two roles is really going to put him out there now. Like for us, like for our culture, we're like, all right, we seen him in Lovecraft Country, and then we saw him in the Five Bloods, what have you. But I think for the worldwide audience, the Loki series really put him out there. And that Harder They Fall, because the how the promotion, came out for that, and rightfully so. He did a phenomenal job with that whole entire cast.
I think he's more. I think as of right now, he's known more for TV shows because the Lovecraft Country, that was a major hit. It was talked about very well, and then you just told me he was on Loki.
I'm not saying nothing, but if you haven't seen it,
that's a Marvel movie. So being as a Marvel TV show, and Loki's was one of the TV shows that was heavily watched. But his Harder They Fall, that was his first leading role, right?
Yeah.
As a movie.
Well, hold on. Well, yeah.
He was a lead role in Five Bloods.
Yeah, he wasn't. Nuh-uh.
Yeah, that was his first lead role.
Yeah, like the Harder They Fall was like his lead role.
Yeah, that was
like
his first lead role, right?
Yeah, and when I say, like I said, when you see Loki, you're gonna know why I'm. That's what I said. If you haven't seen it, this is really gonna put him at. Like I said, he got that 10-year Marvel money coming up.
Okay.
He got that really, really good Marvel money coming up, and this is really those two roles to me. That's really gonna put him up there.
All right, so we're gonna stay. I'm gonna stay in the same realm. Since you were talking about Marvel. All right. So this guy right here, name is Simu Liu. He's in the Marvel movie, The Ten Rings. He's the lead actor in 10 Rings, and that's this kind of like his first big role like that. And I mean, anytime you could get a lead role in a Marvel movie as like your first big movie, you're doing something well. Because like for example, any Marvel movie you're in, if you a lead role, you making money, you making bank, and Marvel to look out for their people. So, they're going to add him to other Marvel movies, and he's just breaking out this year right here. He's just like this. This is first kind of big role in anything this big this year right here. Because I think 10 Rings came out. Then it came out
this year.
Yeah, it came out this year. I'm trying to think. It came out the end of the summer, I believe, or fall.
Yeah.
Fall.
No, wait.
Okay.
I think it came out like August. I think.
August. Okay, end of the summer. So so yeah, basically now this Marvel movie was a little different because it was almost like a Marvel / karate movie.
Man,
it was almost they combined it, the Marvel features of like superpowers, and karate. So that was great for me because like I'm a Bruce Lee fan. I'm a Chuck Norris, Steel Seagal, any kind of Bruce Leroy, any kind of karate stuff. I fuck with. So when they combine like the karate, the foundation was karate, but they add their Marvel spin to it. Very good. Have you seen it? You seen it? Okay. Yeah. Very good movie. Yeah, he did a good job in that, and you can tell it's gonna be a part 2 of this movie right here. But he did a good job in his first big leading role. You got another actor? Was that it?
That was it for me for right
All right,
now.
cool. Then you can just have me talk about the ones I got.
All right, go ahead.
So this is Florence Pugh.
Oh man, that's another great pick.
She is in you seen Black Widow? So she's in Black Widow, but
oh man,
she's not the leading character. Hold up,
she not? Nope. No, I've seen it. I've seen it. But hold up, I'm just getting some breaking news here. John Madden has passed away.
Oh shit!
So you heard it right here. John Madden has passed away.
Damn. Wow. Listen. All-time greatest football game is John Madden football, EA Sports.
It changed every video game. Period.
It changed how people view football, video football games.
Hold on. And not only it changed how sports video games were made.
Right.
It changed everything about sports video games, man.
And to set the bar for all other football games to try to be better than. Then he's a Hall of Fame coach, got a championship. With the Raiders.
Yep.
And he had an awesome commentating. I think he might be in the Hall of Fame for.
Yeah, he won the Hall of Fame for as a coach, as a coach and as a commentator. Yep.
Right?
Hold up, coach, commentator, and also the game itself.
Okay, 3 times. Okay,
3 times he went into the thing for that.
All right. See, I'm sure we're gonna talk more about that on.
Yeah, we're gonna talk more about that, but I just want to get some breaking news. To everybody. Sorry about that. Go ahead about Florence Pugh.
Yeah, so Florence Pugh, she's not the leading actor in Black Widow.
Nope. Boy, did she give a hell of a performance.
She's what would you call it? The assistant, not what's the assistant actor? What's the
like the supporting actress. Supporting actress.
Yeah. So she's a supporting actress in the movie, but her role is so damn strong that
no doubt
you couldn't tell that she was a supporting actress. And by the end of the movie, her performance was so good that you was either looking at her and the leading actress on the same level, or you remembered more about her.
Oh yeah,
than the leading actress of Black Widow.
So sort of like go. Sorry about that.
No, I'm just saying based off that, it kind of. It's some rumors out there that she might be getting like her own show. I mean, own movie. But if not, she's definitely gonna be in other Marvel movies.
Oh yeah, definitely. She should. She definitely should. She definitely should.
All right.
She and hold on. I'm gonna add to it, man. She really came out of nowhere with that role. Like to me, like she really she is really like a supporting actress in that role for Black Widow. But man, to me, it's like she took over that whole film. The last 20 minutes of that movie. Like I said, have you not seen Black Widow, check that out. This is where and just like you said, this is like her breakthrough role because you saw that, and then if you have not seen Hawkeye, she appears in that as well. Sky's the limit for her. Sky's the limit is definitely for her.
Yep.
Like seriously.
All right, and I'm gonna give you. I got one for you, right? I'm gonna let you. I'm going to the TV show breakout performances this year. Right? So she was a model before this movie. She was more of known as a model, and she only had 23,000 Instagram followers. But after this TV show, It went from 23,000 to like 2.7 million Instagram followers in like 3 months. And she was an actress before this TV show. So this was her breakout role as far as like acting and TV show this year right here. So her name is Ho Young Jung.
What was that name? So that face looks awfully familiar.
Oh man, I'm disappointed. You know what TV show she's from?
Is this a girl from Squid Game?
Squid Games.
Oh man, she looked different with that hair.
She's a model. She's a model. Yeah. So this, this is the one that
I know you're talking about the one that had the
she was by herself.
Yeah, by herself, and she was to get her brother. Her brother.
Yeah,
her brother. Yeah, she had to get her brother out of that situation. Yeah. Damn. Yo, she played. Yo, that's another for yo. Great on point with these little breakthrough actresses. Merv. Yo, man, if you have not seen Squid Games, that girl, man, she killed it. She killed it, yo. Especially her being like, especially like she come from a model, but being like such a serious ass role about what she had to play in Squid Game, and also well, I'm gonna get to that later with Squid Game, what have you. But I'm gonna get to that later. But like for her playing that, like that is definitely a breakthrough role with her. And also we're seeing with Netflix too. They're basically now they're adding content from those Korean TV shows and Korean movies now. So we're gonna say we might be seeing her in a lot more different shows and different movies from the Netflix, on Netflix as well too. But man, she looks so different with just like she looked different with that hair. Yeah.
Hey, now you did have an actor. You had the actor. You probably forgot that you sent him to me, but
put that up. I probably forgot. This has been
this is the actor that you had for your I'm thinking of your breakout actor. This is what you sent me.
Well, no, I put him as like one of my. Well, he could be a breakout actor too. Yeah,
you just had it for the TV show.
Yeah, TV show. Yeah,
all right, cool. No worries.
Yeah, TV character. Yeah.
So,
hold up. But we can, that could be one of the two.
Let you want to talk about it because that's not.
No. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that later.
But I got all right. So I got some more now. All right. Have you seen this guy is Yahya Abdul Mateen II.
Abdul. That name does not sound familiar. Let's pull him up.
There's another breakout actor for 2021. All right.
Him. Damn. You know what? Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Man. It was a Candyman and The Matrix.
Yeah. I keep forgetting the boy name. Yeah. I forgot that's his name. Yeah. This is man. I forgot all that came out this year too.
Yeah. So he was in two heavily anticipated movies this year as one as the leading actor and one as like a co-lead, big time supporting actor.
Yep.
All right. So that's somebody to keep an eye on as well.
Oh, really keep an eye on this dude. Because he's like, and he's also let me just try to think what else too. The Candyman Resurrection. Because I know he's got a couple more coming up too. Hold up. Yeah. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that next week. Come on next week. Yeah.
Okay.
I totally forgot what he. Yeah, we'll talk about that next week. Remind me. We'll talk about that next week.
Right.
Yeah, so he's banned.
So here's another one.
And consider the first time I ever saw him. Thing is when we saw him in Watchmen. That was last year, right? Or the year before that, yeah. So he's slowly but surely getting his and Aquaman.
You said,
he was in Watchmen.
Shit, that was him in Aquaman?
The Black Manta.
Damn. He's definitely, and he's gonna be in the second one. But that role was that was a kind of a very
that's what I'm saying. It's a
that was
supporting
more of
role.
a small role right there.
Yeah,
That
it's a
was more
small role.
small
Yeah, that's what I'm
role.
saying. When you saw these two roles, you're like, oh, there you go. All right, okay. He's sitting. He's like, this is like I said, just like you said, that's a great pick because you're seeing these breakthrough roles with him now. The one, like I said, the main role in Candyman, and now he's in a Matrix movie, which is big, playing such a.
He was like a co-leader in the Matrix though, because he had a large role in there.
A large role.
He took over Morpheus.
Yeah.
And Morpheus is a major character.
It's the main character. Yep, major character. Yep.
So he had two leading roles this year of two
very big ones.
Anticipated movies.
Yep.
Yeah. Candyman and the Matrix Resurgence.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Now this guy right here, we can talk. He got a movie coming out next year. We can talk about that. Talk about it next year. I mean, next week. But this is Cooper Hoffman. Playing a movie called Licorice Pizza.
I've heard very good reviews about that movie.
Exactly. And this is Phil Hoffman's son.
What?
Yeah, this is
wow. He looks, you know what? Hold on. Keep this picture up. He looks now, would you say how that name is? He looks like a straight younger version of him.
Yeah.
If you really look at him, he's a straight younger version. Wow. Oh man, that's this man. Okay, all right.
So this is supposed to be like his breakout movie, and like you said, I've heard great reviews of it as well. It's supposed to drop in January, like next week. But
it's coming out.
But he's being talked about right now though, as the young actors of 2021 that's breaking out.
Yeah, it's coming out. Actually, they say that it came out already. Okay. Came out Christmas Day. Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And also, it was a lot of first timers. Like just like you said, this is his first time in the movie. It's a lot of people that's acting like getting their feet wet in this movie. So, yep. Damn, this is man. I can't wait to see this now. It's like that's Philip Seymour. Man, whoo. He looks just like his dad. Man, looking at that picture, man. You can see that right there looking at him. Man, that's a man. All right, Merv. All right. Coming with some good picks here. Great picks as usual.
Dropping some nuggets on you.
Great picks.
So, my last breakout. This is a TV show. Daryl McCormick. He had an actor role in Peaky Blinders. Oh
yeah, this guy. Yeah,
this guy right here. But this here right here, he's in a very, very good TV show, anticipated, great reviews, and is being compared to shows like Game of Thrones.
Yeah, him.
He's in the Wheels of Time.
Yeah.
This right here in the Wheels of Time with armor.
See, that's what I said. Like seeing him because he also started in Vikings. Now I remember seeing this guy. Like I told you, this show is basically Amazon's Game of Thrones. It is. If you have not watched it, ladies and gentlemen, watch this show. And this show right here is really going to put him into another something here. He might be the next guy like coming out of this. Like seriously. Like this is a very, very good. He looks so different with that. Man. You can tell I don't pay attention because now I'm looking at that. I'm like, oh, it's dude from Vikings too. Man. Yeah. This guy right here. He's got something. You might see him in another. You might see him in some some superhero type content, or some serious roles also as well too, other than superhero. Because like I said, with TV shows like this, with Wheel of Time, he can be on what's the guy that Jason Momoa, right? You saw him did that particular role he did in Game of Thrones, and that propelled him to like all these different movies. And now look where Jason Momoa is now. So you never know what a particular acting gig can get you. You know, and for this guy, like I said, him being in, like I said, another great show, Vikings, and now Wheel of Time. Yeah, watch out for this kid.
Mm-hmm.
That's two very, very, very great series. But Wheel of Time, like I said, I will keep saying this. If y'all have not seen this show, watch this show.
All right, so those are our breakout actors and actresses of 2021 with movies and TV shows that we have.
And I gotta get caught up on Peaky Blinders. I've only saw like the first like 3 seasons of Peaky Blinders. That's another sneaky, very good show. And it's a whole lot of famous people in that show. If you really look at that, the cast of Peaky Blinders, that's it, man. Tom Hardy's in there. It's a lot of people that like you see like from that series. They may not look, whatever, but like, oh, they're in this series. Like, it's another little series that people never seen. See Peaky Blinders on Netflix. It's a BBC show, but once it finishes run on BBC, it comes to Netflix. See that series. It's one of my favorite. And I got to get caught up. I'm surprised. Like I said, I watched the first 3 seasons. I got to finish watching that because the next season starts.
Here are some results.
Ooh. All right. So now you want to talk about the top TV shows of 2021, or so we got on the menu, on the program. We got the top TV shows, top movies, and top episodes of 2021.
We can talk about
what you like diving into next, or what you want to have. What you want to have last? Because last should be the.
We could talk about, we could talk about the TV shows because we just got finished. I just got to talk about Peaky Blinders. So I'm like, you know what? Let me just go right into
so top TV shows of 2021.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. What was? I think you sent it to me.
You want me to send it to you again?
No, it's in there.
All right.
I got it.
Uh-huh.
Was it this right here? No, that's performances. Let me keep looking.
And this one, I think, is it could be a sauce up for a lot of different people, but for this is my in my opinion.
With the TV show, you sent me a list, or you just sent me the actual.
I sent you the actual. I sent you the actually because I saw the 2 different ones. It's actually the shows. It's the one above it. You see that? You see that? Yeah.
I'm looking for the wrong thing then. Okay. All right. So let's see. What's this right here?
Yeah, there we go. That's My number 5 is Lupin. This was season 2. Yeah, season 2 of Lupin. If anyone has not seen this show, it's based off of this book. It's based off a book. And season 2 is just as great as season 1. But this, look, if you have not seen this, right now he's trying to look for his son, and you'll see all the stuff that he get. You'll see Lupin. We'll see. I'm trying to think. I'm about to try to explain without. You'll see a lot of back and forth with him going back to the present, and just like season 1 was, you'll see a lot of going back to the past and present. In this, especially in this TV, especially in season 2. And this was such a great series. I'm just mad that it's so short. Like, that's the only thing I have like a problem with. Like, we only get like 5 episodes, like in season 2. That's it. That's all we got. 5 episodes. I'll be shortchanged with this series because I feel that this series should be like 10 at least 9 to 10 episodes. But in those 5 episodes, it gives you what you want. You'll see the lengths in terms of him trying to get back his son. Very, very good. Very, very good show. And God, I can't, like I said, season 3, we'll get season 3 next year. So we got to wait like a whole nother summertime, for that too as well in 2022. But that, that's one of my like shows I can't wait to watch next year as well. But yeah, season 2 to me was like it's got to be on my top 5 list because I love season 1 of Lupin, and this basically satisfied me just as much as season 1 did, and can't wait. Like I said, you'll see. Like I said, you'll see the links. Him trying to get back his son because before he was trying to get back everybody who wronged him. Now he's trying to get back his son, and you'll see what he needs. You'll see the different obstacles and situations in terms of trying to get him back, and cannot wait for that. Cannot wait for season 3. Like I said, no spoilers for me. I highly suggest everybody who has not seen Lupin see season 1, then see season 2. Like I said, both seasons are short. Just letting y'all know, it's 5 episodes each. You'll like it.
All right.
Very, very good show.
All right. So I don't have any order for mine.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I do not have any order. So the first one I'm going to talk about. I haven't seen, but everybody talks about it. It's been suggested for me to watch it from a lot of different people. I just know I know the plot. But
I want to see if I've seen those before.
So this right here is what almost like viewer's choice. For top shows in 2021 is You.
I've only seen season 1.
Okay, all right. So basically, this guy, when he's attracted to a female, he does, by any means necessary, he does everything to capture this female and to maintain his presence in that female life. So basically, it's a show about him stalking. There's some murder involved. A lot of it's the Extreme Stalker TV show, and it's a thriller. So it's a fan favorite by many. So if you're looking for a thriller show with, about romance and stalking and some crazy. What's it called? Fatal Attraction. Yeah, some Fatal Attraction type shit.
Stalkerish.
This is a TV show for you. All right, so check this out. If you haven't yet, this is one of the top shows of 2021 that people like. All right.
Yeah, I think it's that third season. Yeah. Damn, I can't. I gotta see that.
Which one we talk about? Which one you want to talk about next?
My fourth show is. Hold on, I'm about to go check right now. The show based out of Chicago.
Is that this?
Yes.
Okay.
And this is the second season of Southside. Originally, this show was on Comedy Central, and they basically HBO Max had told us at the beginning part of the year that they were bringing it to, they were bringing Southside to HBO Max, and I couldn't wait. And now, like I said, season two of Southside is hilarious, and it's probably if anyone, like I said, I will keep saying this with certain shows too. If you have not seen Southside, see both of these episodes because it's basically they're filmed basically majority of this show in the South Side of Chicago. And it's hilarious because, when I first started watching it, I was like, oh, this show looked good. I'm like, because I saw like a couple people I remember seeing like in different comedy like series or what have you. And I was like, yo, this show is hilarious from start to finish. Like, it's hilarious. And the second season, like I said, didn't let me down at all. I watched the second season a couple of times. This is one of the funniest shows to me. Like to me, for me this year, just like one of the funniest shows. And I like it because, like I said, it's based out of, like I said, it's based out of South Side of Chicago. That's why they call it the South Side. And it's basically like a day. Well, basically all these different little things that happen in the South Side of Chicago. And it's a couple actors and actresses you may have seen before, and a couple people you have not seen. And they're introducing a lot of different people. Like I said, we might see some of the people that we see in this show come out into bigger and better roles, but this show is hilarious. The person that you see right now is the screen rap, for Southside of Chicago. She's hilarious in this show. Like I said, one of the funniest shows I've seen, especially this year, because like I said, it's just like it doesn't take itself serious. They give you little nuggets though. I'm not gonna hold you, but this show is funny all the way through. And it's like I said, it's based off of the day in the life, but also has to do with like this rent-a-center business in Chicago and the cops as well. It's hilarious, like really, really hilarious. And they also did a thing about they did a spoof off of Ferris Bueller too as well, which that particular episode you'll have to watch. They did it to me perfection, and that's a guy that, to me, is my number 4 TV series of this year. I just because it had me laughing. I was like, and to me that was a show I couldn't wait to see, and it hit it out the box.
Okay. All right, so obviously talk about my next one. All right, so this is a Netflix original show called Who Killed Sarah? And just how the title is. It's so basically the guy in the front sitting down, he ends up going to prison for the murder of his sister. His sister name is Sarah. And when he gets out, the people that he was around when Sarah died, he plots his revenge, and he wants to find out who killed Sarah. And it's one of them type TV shows where there's a twist. Every time you think it's somebody, it always kind of moves you toward thinking this person killed Sarah. And you think this person killed her. The next that motherfucker wasn't the one that killed her. And he's still looking trying to figure out who killed Sarah.
Oh, thank you oh man, that is my shit right here. This right here, I'm really hoping.
Hoping what? Isn't no season coming?
All right. Cool.
Yeah, there's no season coming.
All right, okay.
There's no season coming. So it's like every time you think you know who killed Sarah, is another fucking twist. Every time you think you know what's going on, is another fucking twist. So it's a bunch of twists. All the motherfuckers got secrets. Secrets come out.
You ain't lying.
It's a very well written show. It's like a mystery. It's like a mystery thriller. And the whole show is really trying to find out who killed Sarah. But like I said, each season is 2 seasons out.
Hold up. And I only saw that, and basically, full disclosure, I've only saw the first season of this.
Oh, okay.
I gotta see the second season. I gotta see the second season. I gotta rewatch this. All right, okay. I didn't even know they had like another season of this out.
Yeah,
I gotta watch this.
Yeah. Who killed Sarah? Like I said, a bunch of twists, mysteries, secrets, and the whole time, like he was framed to go to prison. When he gets out, he's trying to figure out who set him up and who killed his sister. Check it out. Who Killed Sarah? One of the top TV shows in 2021.
That's a good one, man. Now I want to watch something the rest of the week. Yeah, I'm going to watch that the rest of the week. All right.
So what's the next one?
Let me go check here. That is. I'm trying to get to this. I'm gonna set this up. Second one, third one is actually based out of It's based out of Delaware County, in right outside of Philly or what have you. And it's a show called The Mayor of Easttown. I was pretty late to this show. It stars Kate Winslet. Again, another show that you have never seen. This is, to me, and also this was probably one of the most. I could see why Kate Winslet won an Emmy for this show. I could see why she won an Emmy for this show. This show is good. It's basically a detective in a small Pennsylvania town. She investigating a local murder or what have you, and it reminds her of a different murder previously, what have you, that's haunting her.
There we go.
Yeah, and it's man, and I forgot the other actress who was originally supposed to get this role, and Kate Winslet ended up taking it over, and phenomenal job that she did on this movie. And like I said, it also basically, because I used to work in, like I said, I'm from Philly, born and raised there, and basically used to work in Delaware County, and they basically really captured how Delaware County would look, especially complete with the Wawa and all the different little references that, you know, us Philly people would know. And the great ending. One of the most shocking endings to a TV show in a minute, because this was an ending that I didn't even see coming.
Oh, really?
This ending to this show, the ending to this season 1 is gonna come as a complete what? Legit. It's gonna be one of them like type endings. You can be like, what the heck? Because you think it's one of those series, just like you said, you think you basically like know who did it. It changes dramatically, and then eventually, there we go.
Okay.
Yeah. You know,
right.
so
I'm about to check that out. I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that either.
Highly recommend to see that. That's gonna be like a whodunit. That's a highly that show. Like I said, and they're going to do a season 2 to this show. And actually, one of the actresses in this series, Kate Winslet is the one who actually got her to do this, because she told the producer of the show once she got on, she was like, "Well, look, I know who was going to be her supporting actress in the show, because the supporting actress also got an Emmy for this show." She told the people on this show, was like, "I want her on this show," because she always admired her, like from other projects she's done, and that's the first time those two actresses ever started in a show together or anything together. And you're gonna see why I brought that person up. If you, like I said, when you see this show, you're gonna see exactly why I brought that person up. It's probably one of the best. Like, man, it's a great whodunit. It's a great whodunit.
All right, so my other one is called Clickbait.
I still got to watch that.
So as you can see on here, it says at 5 million viewers, I die. This show was, it had a run where just about everybody on Facebook was talking about it.
I heard.
So for about 3 or 4 weeks, just about everybody mom was talking about it on Facebook. So basically, the husband is kidnapped. Is a husband and a father that's kidnapped, and it's posted on social media, on TV, at 5 million views, I die. So basically, it posted that, and like one person sees it, they'll tell somebody else. Then they ass goes on the line and look at it, not knowing it just at 5 million views, I die. So anytime you go and view it on the social media, you're actually helping to kill this motherfucker. But people are still going on social media to look them up, to look the video up. And
clickbait. Oh, that's a good analogy. Yeah.
So this right here is they're trying to figure out who kidnapped them, why they kidnapped them. So you think you know the reason, and then you come to find out, damn, that reason is wrong. Then you think you know who kidnapped them, then you find out that's wrong. Then you know, then you think you know what kind of life he was living. Then turn out that's wrong. It just is a lot of twists. As you can see, I like twists, but these TV shows I pick, other people have also got it on their list. But it's called clickbait, and the reason why it's called clickbait because like I said, at 5 million views I die. And it was making people come click on Facebook, click on Instagram just to see it. Just to see what's gonna happen at 5 million views. That's what everybody want to see is like, is he really gonna die at 5 million views? It's a thriller. It has a twist at the end, and the whole time you think you know, and then you get to the end, you be like, "What the fuck?" It's a what the fuck ending. It's like, wow. And then when you find out why, the whole
that's why the 6 out
is wow. So yeah, very very good TV show to watch. That's one of the top shows in 2021 that people talked about. All right, what's the next one?
All right, hold up. I'm about to check right now. This is number 2 would be. I'm trying to think. See, this is back and forth with me with the top 2, to be honest. But I'm gonna say number 2 is all right. Well, 2 we talked about the we talked about this beginning part middle part of this year. It's a Korean I wouldn't say a drama, I wouldn't say action. It was a Korean like whodunit and a Korean like horror type situation going on. Squid Game. Yeah, Squid Game. We'll call it drama because what happens is based to me the premise of this whole series or what have you, right? And now it looks like we're going to get 2 more seasons. We just found that out today too. What would you actually do if you can change your whole life around? What would be the means you would go by? Or what would you do? Like really, really do. Especially in a particular like children's game. In terms you can back out any minute, any time. But you gotta know the consequences of it. Would you go back to your normal life? Or would you keep playing for the money? Especially seeing the money increase and increase, and you're going against all these different people who are playing the same game as you are trying to change their life. But you gotta remember, with every game, with the Squid Game, comes consequences. Deadly consequences. And also with this, I think this is another thing that people don't realize too, with this show. This show was filmed during COVID. So they said it was a lot of different stuff that they had to deal with in terms of like, the testing, with everything else that's going on, like basically right around when the COVID started. So basically them filming that, they said it took a while for them to actually, film the whole situation. And because the majority of the time people were wearing masks when they were not filming. And just a lot of other different little stuff, what have you. But this show is just spectacularly good. Great. It was like I said, it basically was the number 1 show on Netflix the entire year. Netflix, basically all time Netflix series, and rightfully so. And that's saying something considering the amount of great series on Netflix. For that to be the all-time number 1 series, and especially being a foreign show. It's not an American show. It's a foreign show, and it's not like an English show. It's a Korean basically language film, what have you, but English subtitles in English, English speaking. But it being a Korean show, that's really telling you something how very great that show is.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
like I said, that show was, man, excellent. And it tells you, like I said, what would you do? Because there's a lot of what would you do type situations in that show.
All right. So my last show for 2021, not wrong one. It's called the Wheels of Time. It is
Ooh,
Amazon. It's
good
an
one.
Amazon original series.
Mm-hmm.
And like we talked
Good
about
one.
earlier, is considered the modern day. It's considered um Amazon version of Game of Thrones.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, they're finding a dragon helped destroy the world like years, decades, ages ago, and
Mm-hmm.
the dragon is supposed to be reborn, but this time the dragon can be reborn to save the world um, from the darkness. Um, very, very, very lovable characters that you can fall in love with, characters that you can start following, even some characters that you can actually start to dislike. But the it's a fantasy sci-fi action type TV series. Very very good. So if you're into fantasy, if you're into sci-fi, if you enjoyed like the Game of Thrones, or if you enjoyed Hobbit or Lord of the Rings, um, if you enjoy those kind of movies, that genre, then you definitely enjoy the Wheels of Time. So that also falls in one of the top TV shows of 2021. All right, so that's my last one. So you got one more, right?
Mm-hmm. And that one to me is one that basically set up. Uh, it took a lot of people to get on this show after the first two episodes, but to me, this is the show that set it all. Especially considering the top four grossing movies of this year was made by the company who made this show, and it's WandaVision. You know, this is legit. You know Endgame and you know great. Oh, good look, Chris. It's my boy Chris right there. Um,
Okay. What up, Chris?
um, yeah. Um, this is man. WandaVision is just such a great show. I mean, you saw like first of all, you seen like what I liked about so much about the show is you saw how it went from like different eras. You went from like the 40s, 50s era, then the 60s era, then the 70s era, then the 80s, and then you saw her just you know come up out of her little quote unquote spell, and then you saw the legitimate you know like look, WandaVision, man. I told everybody about this show when it first came out. It took so many people long to get with this show. If you're a Marvel person, it's like I said, after two episodes, it was a little bit slow, but that third episode, that's when it took off. That's when it really was like, oh, I gotta start watching this. And it really set the stage as, like I said, anyone who's seen Spider-Man, you saw how this show and also all the different Marvel shows after it. We saw Loki, Winter's the basically the Winter Soldier series, Falcon and Winter Soldier series, and and also with uh with Hawkeye, and now like I said with Spider-Man No Way Home. This show set the precedent of what like all those different shows, how that came out, what have you, and how her thing just man. To me, this was the number one show because it got everybody talking. This show got everybody talking if you're a Marvel fan. And I'm such a huge Marvel fan. But also it really showed me was like Disney Plus could really do a show like this. And because Disney, they did like, they had the Star Wars show, the Mandalorian, and now they're gonna have, like I said, Boba Fett that comes out tomorrow on Disney Plus. But this show, they really did Marvel did the damn thing. And to me, this was the number one TV series, and this is again in my personal opinion, in my humble opinion, of 2021 was WandaVision. Because I tuned in every Wednesday when it came out, and like I said, with the reveal in terms of how she was manipulated and everything else, Chef's kiss. And like I said, in terms of how she came about, and not how she came about, in terms of basically her the after effects of this show playing itself out later on. It's also a chef's kiss as well too, because she is going to be very, very important to the Marvel universe moving forward. And anyone who's seen this show and seen the subsequent Marvel TV shows and the Spider-Man No Way Home, we all know the reason why she's very important. So can't wait. Like I said, to me, I love this show. This to me is the number one show. It was between this and it was Merv Easttown, but like I said, I like WandaVision. WandaVision was going to be my thing. It connects a whole lot. It do. But yeah, that's my number one show right there.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to let you go ahead with your top 5.
On movies?
No, I'll let you go ahead with the top 5 TV show characters of 2021.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah.
I think I may. I should have it up here. Top 5.
Yeah, they didn't change. I really didn't change.
Go ahead with your top 5. Top 5 TV characters of 2021.
All right, my top 5 TV character. Basically, again, this is basically legit right off my list of TV top TV shows. Number 5 is the main character Taison of Lupin. He does a phenomenal job. He's basically Lupin as well too / Lupin, and the way he has to, like I said, the way for season 2 this year, he has to now try to, instead of trying to get back everybody that's trying to, that did him wrong, or he's trying to find out the situation in terms of with his dad, and everybody knows what I'm talking about with that. Now he's trying to get back his son, and now he's trying to find every way to get back his son because, like I said, look, as us as parents, you're going to do anything you can to get, to protect your kids, protect your child. And, now it's not just about him. Now his son is involved in this situation. And you're seeing, also like a little, the TV character with him going back to how he met his wife in terms of the stuff he had to do when he was in school to now the older version of Taison, trying to get back his son and amongst other things. And him still trying to get closer to the truth in terms of what happened with his dad. Him finding out what happened with it.
Okay, but what do you like about the character though?
The character to me,
why
to me for Taison is the top 5 character is because to me, because last year he was like if you saw it last year, if you saw Taison the character, he was so precise in everything. This season though. The second season, though, it was like now he was basically he wasn't really, in some instances, he was smooth with it. In other instances, he was legit like a concerned parent. It was like he was all over the place. Like the only thing now, he was legit trying to get his son back. And you saw the human side of him now, the legit human side of like a concerned parent trying to get your child back from a situation that you kind of put your child into. And, you saw the situation now is like, he had to learn like, all right, he thought you saw it this year too. You saw it this year. He thought his little different, his consequences wouldn't roll over to his family. And it did. And you saw this season in terms of him realizing was like, oh, the stuff I'm doing now, it can affect my family. It can affect my son. It can affect my ex-wife. It can affect a lot of people. And it's like, oh, now I gotta go figure out now how to protect those people. Because before he was sort of on his little self-seeking terms of like, taking care of what he needed to take care of for himself. Now he's noticed all those situations that happened in season 1 rolled over to season 2 now. And now he can't be just how he was before now. Now he had to be like, all right, you know what? I can't do what I did now. Like, it's like the stuff, like if whatever I do is going to have consequences on them now.
Okay.
And that's the reason why I picked him.
What's your number 4?
Number 4 is again off the show Southside, Officer Turner. She is right. This is another person I think that this could be a huge vehicle for her. If not this year, probably in a couple years. She stars as like one of the police officers in Southside. She goes from trying, like I said, this season she tries to be all sorts of things. Selling minks. If y'all have not seen this show is going to be a Ferris Bueller episode. She is highly, highly involved in that particular episode. And to me, she's like one of the main. They're gonna probably put her as a quote unquote supporting actress in a comedy series with this role, but she is hilarious. He still. You want to talk about scene? If we talk about scene stealers, if she's in a scene, she's gonna steal it. She's hilarious in this show. And like I said, season 1, I saw it, but season 2, you could tell it was like, all right, yeah, she got it, and she's like one of all like. I think let me go see. I'm trying to get the actress playing her because I really want to get her. Like I think we might hear her name down the line here. Trying to get the actress name. Sorry about that. Her name is Chandra Russell. She's hilarious. And like I said, Officer Turner is hilarious because, and also it's a nice little cameo by a famous comedian in there too, starring as her mom, and she's hilarious with that particular back and forth too. Hilarious. I like I said, like very, very hilarious, and I can't wait.
What's your number 3?
Number 3 is the lead character in WandaVision, Wanda Maximoff. Because of all Wanda has done. You saw Wanda, she's trying to keep her, she's trying to keep, legit, like straight face, a legit, like TV world in terms of her and Vision having 2 kids and all that good stuff. She's trying to keep Vision's memory alive, like actually physically alive. And, you saw her going from like, you're seeing like these little quote unquote glitches, and she's noticing that or what have you. She's noticing, but she's not noticing. And you see from going from like, you see with like the different eras in the different episodes of how she's dealing with it. And then you just see just man, she you saw her go from like of like basically like a really nice down to earth person the first couple episodes, and then that one episode she turns into we thought that she didn't know what was going on, and then we found out she did know what was going on, and she did not put on a happy face when she found out somebody was trying to mess that whole situation up, and she went from legitimately pissed the hell off, and then we find out somebody was manipulating her, and then we see the true power of the Scarlet Witch. I think that's another thing we didn't see in the Marvel movies. Like we saw it in this show, the true power of Scarlet Witch, of Wanda. And that's why I said this show set up a whole lot for the next the phase 4 of Marvel. And she's gonna play a very important part moving forward. And like I said, with her character is like, man, this is probably one of the, like I said, I don't know if she won an Emmy for it, but I know she was nominated for it. And that character she played, Wanda Maximoff, because she also dealt with like also lose another thing in terms of almost losing her kids, and you saw how pissed her the hell off she was when it came to that, and also in terms of at the end her basically realizing like she needs to let go, and that point of letting go, knowing that it's time to let go, and that was a hard thing for her to do, but she knows it needed to be done, and we'll see that. It was like you saw a very true emotion, true human emotions throughout this whole series, or what have you. And Wanda basically went through it all.
Okay. And what's the next one?
And the next one is I'm gonna spell the first name out. Seong. He's the lead character in Squid Game. This guy, he wanted to be a great dad, for his daughter. He was going through all this little issues in terms of money problems. Then he finds out his mom needed money for surgery. And you saw he had to basically, he got it basically a quote unquote supposed to be a random encounter. In terms of like, look, you can make a quick buck per se if you just do this game. And he ended up getting some money, but the guy also in there basically said, well, look, if you want to make some more money, come to this location. And he eventually came to that location. Didn't like it at first, left, but then came back because of the situation. With his mom and everything, and also, like I said, trying to get some money for, basically to be a better dad. And you see like the different situations of him growing up a whole lot through the whole Squid Game, through the Squid Games, to be honest. You saw him befriend he saw one of his former best friends in there. He thought his former best friend was away somewhere, but he found out it's not what he thought it was. Why his best friend had left. He befriended this old guy in there, who basically helped him along the way. And, I'm not going to give, the show away, but man, he grew up a whole lot through this whole Squid Game. And you saw the different emotions of losing people, of being selfish, because in that type of game, you have to be selfish. And you just saw him just go through just all sorts of like trials and tribulations, and that cliffhanger of season 1 was something, because now it's like, what would you do? Would you go back to where you quote unquote came from, or would you just, once you see an out, take the out? And to me, he had to be one of my top characters of 2021, because you saw all the different stuff he had to go through to what I'm about to say is to get a reward. And you'll know what I mean by that. Everybody will know what I mean. If you've seen it, if you've not seen it, watch it. You know what I'm talking about. And people who've seen it, they know exactly what I'm talking about when I say that. And this is this is to me one of the top characters of 2021. It's one of the top characters to me, because such a great character study, what have you, and also a great show. A great for him to be on, like I said, for that character for that particular show, because it's always some characters that stick out for different shows, and also this being a great show, but that character sticks out because of all the stuff he lost and all the stuff he had to go through, and also the changes he went through because of that game or games.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to go.
I got.
Oh, you got another one.
Yeah, number 1. Mm-hmm.
Oh, damn! Which one was that?
I'll say it. 2. Detective Mayor Sheehan, Mayor of Easttown. The lead character,
okay.
The lead character, Mayor of Easttown, Kate Winslet's character. Again, this was, you want to talk about a character study? This lady was the reason why they call her, like, basically, you know, Easttown is a fictional, like I said, a fictional town in Delaware County. Anybody who's in Philly, you know, Philly what's up, y'all know what it is. That's a fictional town in Delaware County. And she was a former high school basketball star, turned cop. She had basically, you know, it was a case that she couldn't, quote unquote, solve, whatever the case may be. It has to do with one of her former teammates' child. And all of a sudden now, fast forward, now it's another like murder. You know, in that particular county, what have you, and a lot of twists and turns. You saw her go through, you know, finding a new, quote unquote, finding out that her husband is now getting married. Her husband actually, her ex-husband is about to get married. Her ex-husband lives right behind her, which is wild. I've never seen that. Right behind her house. And you see her go through, you know, trying to find. Also, you trying to see her trying to find, connect the dots and trying to find out who's the trying to find the killer of this particular child, what have you. And each episode it changes who you think did it. And then that last episode, woo, that man, that was the episode before the last episode into the last episode is probably one of the best. Probably, like I said, if you love a whodunit, and just like you said, Merv, watch it.
Okay.
It's probably one of the best shows. But like I said, for like Mara, in terms of her, like her basically losing her job, getting her job back, her basically coming to grips with a certain situation in life, with friendships, with people, with you know, the mother of the teammate of, you know, of hers, what have you, who lost her kid. And, you know, she had to deal with a lot. Like this character was very good. And another very good character study in terms of just dealing with a whole lot. Like I said, her mom, and like I said, she's a parent as well, too. She's also a parent because she's also dealing with like her son committing suicide I think either a year or 2 years prior, and a couple years prior, whatever the case may be, and she's now quote unquote the guardian of her grandson, and she's also got 2 other kids of her own, and you know how she's dealing with that, and how she's dealing with other people trying to come back into the kid's life, and she's dealing with a whole lot, and you saw each episode like how she takes out on certain people, how she deals with it. Like I said, you see a new person come into her life that might be a real thing for her as well. All the while, like I said, all the while she's trying to solve a murder case. And great writing on this, great writing, but she's a great character. I'm so mad that I was so late watching this show. Again, this is a great show, but like I said, Detective Mara Sheehan, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Great character. And to me, that was like my number one TV character this you know, this season, 2021. Yep. And I can't wait to see if we get this 2022. I hope she's in that top. I hope we get it. You know, I know we get season 2, but I'm hoping that comes out next year as well too.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to give my let's see how I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I got 6. So the top TV show episodes, top TV shows of 2021. So the first one, a show called Evil. So basically, the guy that plays Luke Cage, stars in this show. So it's about like he plays as a priest that performs exorcism for the Catholic Church. He hires a psychiatrist to have an objective opinion. So he comes from the Catholic religious point of view, and the psychiatrist comes from the scientific point of view. And they interview different people that might be possessed or dealing with demons or stuff like that. And they interview them, and for both of them to decide whether should we approach this from the Catholic religious or approach this from a scientific point of view. So Season 2, episode 7 is called S for Silence. The team is dispatched to a monastery to investigate the corpse of Father Thomas. And despite having been dead for over a year, the whole body has not decayed at all, leading to a lot of questions. And also in this episode, once you enter the monastery, you cannot talk because they feel speaking will release demons into the monastery and around them. So you can only write. You can only write on a notepad if you gotta communicate something or no sign language. So it's a very interesting episode. Like I said, that's what it's called. Essence for Silence. Like you cannot talk, and they're investigating the body that's been dead for over a year, and it looks like he just died yesterday. So they're trying to figure out, trying to get to the bottom of that. Why they get to the bottom of that? The psychiatrist, she bonds with one of the nuns, and so it's a really interesting show. But this was in a lot of people top shows of 2021. I've actually seen this. I've actually seen this show and seen this episode. All right, so that's number 5.
Okay.
A show called Evil, Essence for Silence, season 2, episode 7. Another shows that where is it at? Where is it at? No, that's not it. Is that it? No. I know it. Damn. That's not it right there. Hold on. So the other show I'm talking about is called Yellow Jackets.
I really gotta watch that show.
There's a TV show called Yellow Jackets. I'm talking about the pilot. So when I say pilot is the first episode. So Yellow Jackets is about a soccer team who made it to the championship, and they have to fly overseas to get to the championship game, but they end up crashing. They end up crashing on like an island, and they gotta try to survive until they're rescued. So in the pilot, it goes back and forth from it's almost like you seen The Godfather 2? How they go back and they got
they're back and forth.
They go from the previous day to the current day. So that's how the pilot is in the Yellow Jackets. It's the previous day when they're interviewing the survivors, and it goes back when they won a championship. They got on the plane, they crashed, and they became cannibals to survive. So it goes back and forth from current day when they're talking to one of the 2 survivors, trying to get their story, trying to get an interview from them to post in a newspaper article. So it's called Yellow Jackets. The pilot of Yellow Jackets. That's the next one.
Okay.
And now everybody done seen the movie Karate Kid, right? So Cobra Kai is a TV show based off Karate Kid, and it has Daniel LaRusso in it. All the old characters is in it. So this right is called Field of Night, season 3, episode 9. It's Christmas time in the valley, and the romance is in there. Daniel and Miguel find common ground. The Cobra Kai recruits to go on the mission. And this is an episode. Remember the girl that they fought over episode in the first movie? Damn, Carol, Jenny.
I know you're talking about. Yeah, I forgot her name. Yeah.
So she appears. She does a cameo experience. She does a cameo on this episode right here.
Oh wow.
With her and Johnny. End up going to that same arcade that they went to in the movie. In the very first Karate Kid, they end up going back to that same arcade. They almost kissed, and she convinced Johnny to have like a self-reflection on why he's in the current situation that he's in, and he acknowledges that's his fault. So she gets Johnny and Daniel to squash the beef and end up like joining forces. And they call Phil the Night because like it's throughout the night where he's out with her, and it's kind of like the old romance kind of thing from from high school. Excuse me. So that's why it's called Feel the Night, and it gives you that old nostalgia feeling from when you first watched the first Karate Kid movie. So if you're a fan of the Karate Kid movie, Cobra Kai TV show is definitely for you. You'll definitely enjoy it if you're a Karate Kid movie. And let's see the next TV show event of 2021 was Oprah with Meghan and Harry. All right, so that's the prince from England and his wife. So everybody, it seemed like everybody in America was watching it. Well, let me rephrase that. It seemed like every woman in America watched this show. This interview that night came on. They talked about the racism that his wife dealt with, being in the house, being in the royal house. They talked about why he left the royal house to take and move to Canada to protect his wife. They talked about his family and the kind of stereotype they have of what kind of wife they should have. So it was actually a pretty good interview. A pretty good TV show, Oprah show with Meghan and Harry. They talked about a lot of stuff. So it was actually pretty good, and it was one of the highly watched TV moments in America in 2021. All right, Oprah with Meghan and Harry. So the next one, it's Snowfall.
Ooh.
Right. Season 4, episode 3, all the way down. And this is when we're talking about Franklin's troubles extend beyond the gangs, putting Sissy in jeopardy, Teddy and Gustavo's secret revenge. So this is the episode where they're trying to get there's a new sheriff in Mexico, and Gustavo's brother is murdered with a $100,000 bond and blood written down on his chest. And Teddy tries to stop him from going on a revenge rage, and he knocks Teddy out the way. He's about to go try to kill a sheriff. Teddy had to kidnap him, and convince him there's a better way to do it. This also when the sheriff that's corrupt tries to go into Franklin Dad's establishment, and try to intimidate him. And this is also when the dad decides he's going to talk to the reporter. And this is also when the mom is feeling threatened from everything that's going on. So this was a really good episode.
Yeah.
All the way down, season 4, episode 3. All right. Snowfall. One of the best. All right. So this is one of the falls in the top shows of 2021. Top episodes. And my top, to me, in my opinion, the very top episode of a TV show of 2021. Squid Game, season 1, episode 6. Bamboo. This is a heartbreaking gut punch of episodes that reveals the 2-person Marvel teams will compete. So this is when people is forming partnerships thinking that they're going to be on team together to try to survive. When they actually enter the game, they realize either them or their partner is going to die.
Mm-hmm.
The
Yeah.
winner of this game, and one of these partnerships is
Mm-hmm.
a husband and a wife.
Yep.
So, there's also in this game where two friends partnered up, and a friend ended up tricking his friend to his
Oh
death
man.
just so he can survive.
Oh man.
So this episode right here is when you really it hit home, and you kind of like, oh shit, that's
Yeah.
fucked.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this was the episode where I first said to myself, I have no idea what the fuck I would have done in this game right here.
Yep.
If it's me and my best friend,
Mm-hmm.
or if it's me and my significant other, or if it was me and my kid, or it was me and my parent. Like,
Mm-hmm.
because there was every game up until now when you was on teams, you was helping each other win to survive to stay alive. And they threw a whole fucking monkey wrench in episode 6. This game is whoever's on team have to fight each other
Yep.
to stay alive. So this episode right here was fucking crazy. And to me, this is the top TV show episode of 2021. Squid Game Season 1, Episode 6, Gambu, Vulture.
Man, that was a gut punching episode. That was probably it was again, what would you do?
Yeah, that's definitely a what the fuck moment. And like, can I live with killing my loved one? Or
Yo.
would I rather give my life?
Yep.
Can I deal with the guilt of tricking my friend?
Mm-hmm.
Or would I rather give my life to my friend? Shit,
That's a
shit was
good
crazy.
one. That's a good
That shit was
analogy.
crazy.
Yep.
So let's do let's finish off with the top 5 movies.
All right. Let's do this.
Huh?
So yeah, I'm ready for that.
All right. Now I only did movies that I've seen. I'm pretty sure some other movies that falls in the top movies of the 2021. But only one movies that I've seen and that I personally like.
Oh, you're same here. Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'll let you start. Start it off. You want me to pull your list up?
No, I can do it. I'm gonna start off. Number 5 I got is look. Everybody knows me. Look, I'm a huge 007 fan. No Time to Die. It's the last quote unquote 007 movie that we're gonna see. The last 007 we're gonna see with Daniel Craig. To me, it lived up to his billing. I can't believe we're not getting another 007 with Daniel Craig. He was like one of the right after Sean Connery. To me, he'll always be my favorite Bond. Person playing James Bond, and
you sound hurt, man. You sound really goddamn hurt.
Because I grew up.
There's gonna be more 007 movies coming out.
I know, but Daniel Craig. I know he's just not playing it because he was like I said, because I grew up watching James Bond and the different Bonds, and like I said, after Sean Connery, Daniel Craig played Bond to hell, and for him not playing, it's gonna be so different now. Because I mean, legit, he's been on that run playing almost for like 10 years, playing James Bond, if not more. And gotta give it up, to Daniel Craig. I love this movie. It was just a great great movie. And like I said, it was one of my highly anticipated movies of this year too. And that was good. And I kept rustling back and forth in terms of the sequence of where this movie is going to be held at. But it, for me, it's gonna be number 5. Daniel Craig, 007, No Time to Die. Yeah.
All right.
And
So I got my number 5, but I'm not going to say it. And this is crazy. Like I did not look at your top 5 at all. I created top 5, but it's crazy how similar our shit is. So I'm not going to go with my original number 5. I'm going to switch up. I will make my number 5 my number 4. So,
okay.
but this movie right here, I Care a Lot. It is on.
Oh, I've
It's
never
on
seen it.
It's on, huh?
I've never seen this movie.
It's on Netflix,
Okay.
and I enjoyed the movie because it was something different. So basically, this motherfucker that you see behind the words "I Care a Lot," she created a damn scam where she would have old people committed to a old person facility, and she would have the judge assign her to be the financial caretaker over the house, the finances, and to make sure to pay the nursing home and stuff like that. But she had everybody in her. She had everybody in her pocket where she could get them to do what she wanted to do, far as like the judge, the finance people, and she got rich by every time she take over somebody, become the executor over somebody's estate. She'll put them in a home and she'll sell a house. She'll sell a house, sell a jewelry, sell everything, and say it needed to be sold to finance the person living in the house. But she'll pocket the damn money. And she would look for whales. She had a system. She would look for whales, people that have money, old people that have money. Usually they're not able to defend themselves. But the last person that she ends up taking, the old lady has some people in the family that's considered kind of like made men. So she kind of fucked with the wrong person. And the game of like cat and mouse between two bad people to see who's gonna damn win. So that's what it's about. That's what it's about. It's called I Care a Lot. So if you're looking for something entertaining, a little bit of action, a little bit of drama, with a good ending, then this was this is a good movie to look at, and it fell in a couple of people list as far as being like one of the top Netflix movies of 2021.
All right.
All right.
I see that. All right.
And hold up. Before you go, where is it at?
I don't think I sent a picture for that though. I think I just sent you the list. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I don't think I sent you the list. I don't think I sent you the picture for this.
Hold on. What is this? Yeah, some of the shit did not load. Damn. I had a. What the hell is this? Oh no. Is that it? Okay. I thought I uploaded, but go ahead.
Oh, well, my number 4 pick for my top 4 movies of 2021 is Dune. You know, It's based off of basically it was original. This is I ain't gonna call it a remake, but I mean it really is. Movie came out originally in 1984. It's basically based off of this science fiction novel. Is the son of a noble family. He entrusted he's entrusted with this valuable protecting his most valuable asset. And it stars Timothy Chalamet. I forgot how to say his name. Rebecca Ferguson, Zendaya, who we've only seen in this movie. She's only seen probably like 10 minutes total, and he keeps having dreams about her throughout this whole movie, what have you. That particular thing, and the whole thing is based off of his mom and his dad. They go to this planet, and come to find out, this neighboring planet's got like all these different resources, what have you. His father's been entrusted to take over this planet and to figure out what's going on. Come to find out, this is all legit, almost a trap. Son is basically his son is actually his son is also finding out. The main character is also finding out about like different these different power that he has, and he's trying to channel that particular power, and he's trying to learn that particular power. And his mom is sort of is trying to help him with this a little bit, because his mom has also some things that she's got tucked away too. And you're seeing like in Dune, basically if you're not seeing he loses his dad, and throughout this what have you, and it's a big gigantic gunfight, and everything with multiple people getting killed, and you're seeing that he's starting to some of them dreams that he had basically had are starting to become true in real life.
Mm-hmm.
And you're noticing.
Yeah, I see his they set him up to take over the sand.
Yeah, the sand.
To take over the sand.
Mm-hmm.
And the king, his dad knows that they only did that because they expected him to be overwhelming because he was gaining too much power. But yeah, so the son is almost like a prodigy son, where he has it remind me of kind of like a little bit of a Star Trek, not Star Trek, Star Wars.
Yeah,
a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Because remember, with a Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, sort of
being very, very powerful.
Very important.
He didn't know his power. So it kind of reminds me of that where the son ends up having to defend his mom. And
how about that?
And he's up fighting somebody that's supposed to be very skilled fighter.
Mm-hmm.
And the girl told him, "Don't worry, he's a seasoned veteran fighter. He won't let you suffer. He'll kill you fast."
Yep. Yo, and that was wild though.
Yeah.
That whole particular sequence after that. Yep.
Yeah, and so his dad always told him they got control of air.
Mm-hmm.
They got power of air, and they got power of water. Before his community to survive, they need the power of was the power of the land or power of the sand?
Shit.
I think it was power. I think it was sand power, and that's when because they learned that because the power of the sand, they learned how to ride the worms.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I
actually watched that. That was on my list. It's one of the movies that you have to watch when you fully awake, fully alert, because it's a long movie.
Hold up.
And it's details that you have to pay attention to appreciate the whole movie.
And I'm glad, like my son, he actually watched the first movie, which I was surprised about. And he ended up, and he was like anticipating this movie just like I was, and it was sort of stuff that I,
This is not the first movie.
No, this is quote unquote a remake.
Oh, really? Okay. You talking about the
Yeah,
original
remake.
movie?
Yeah, the original movie. So it was like, this is like the original movie came out like in '84. This one now is like a quote unquote remake. And it's a lot of stuff that I didn't know that he caught like in the movie, and I was like, yo, and I was like, oh, all right. And you saw by that cliffhanger at the very end that we're getting a second one, which rightfully we should.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a trilogy.
And it should be. And this is gonna be they have a legit shot in terms of how we see a Star Wars type of situation. And that's a good thing that you just said. Like that's what really you can compare this to. This is very well done, very very well done. But just like you said, it can't be nothing. You just fall. No, you have to be wide awake, paying attention. Like because there's some things that you don't like. You can miss, and it will come back later on. But it's a very good one. It's a long movie, but it's a good movie.
All right, so I'll go with my next one. So I always like movies that's based off true stories, true characters. And I'm not sure how many other people top 5 this will be in there, but this is in my top 5. Will Smith. I didn't see Will Smith in this fucking movie. All right, all I saw was Venus and Serena Williams' dad. I saw a Richard Williams. The only thing he wanted to do was get his kids prepared to be worldwide skilled, famous tennis players, and he was willing to do what it took. He had them practicing in the rain. He had them practicing in all kinds of weather. He bombarded. I think it was Pete Sampras and somebody else. But the trainer for Pete Sampras, he bombarded them while they was training. It was like, yo, I got some good girls. They're good. They just need a trainer. They're good. Like just give them a shot. Just look at it. And they showed them when they was little, and how he groomed them to be professionals. And at some points of the movie, he appeared to be too hard on them. But every person I know that turns out great, that parents was involved, parents was strict on them and made them shoot for greatness. But in this movie right here is about King. It's called King Richard. It's about Richard Williams, about their dad, and Will Smith did a phenomenal role playing their dad, and how he guided the Williams sisters from young girls learning how to play tennis to becoming savages on that green court playing tennis. So that's one of my top 5s of 2021 movies, because Will Smith deserved it for an Oscar nomination. So it wouldn't surprise me if he gets an Oscar for this movie.
Rightfully so.
All right. And what's your next one?
My next one, Marvel movie, Black Widow. She finally gets her own solo movie after all this many years, which is still mind-boggling. This predates, Endgame, as we, predates a lot of that, to be honest. She's basically on the hunt, trying to get her name down. But the Black Widow, she's basically on the hunt for her family, specifically her sister. Because we talked about her in the beginning, and how she's going to be playing a pivotal role. Her sister, Elena, but Natasha Romanoff, which is Black Widow, she's basically, she basically confronts the daughter. She's basically confronting her past of how she came from. Because lastly, in the beginning part of the movie, we actually see the younger version of her. You saw the type of family she grew up in. Well, we put family in quotation marks, and the stuff that she had to, get away from, and how she was raised up in that, and all of a sudden, fast forward now, um, this is after she had to go on a run and basically just be on her own, and how she was pulled back in terms of somebody was trying to search something for, I forgot the little robot thing, whatever that thing was. And she went to look for her family, regards to her sister, her dad Alexi, and her quote unquote mom Melina. Um, and we see that she has to confront like a big version of her past. And this, to me, fantastic movie. This is another one of my anticipated movies of 2021, because I couldn't wait for this, because this movie should have came out a long time ago. I don't know why they waited this long for this movie. But phenomenal job. Like I said, you saw the different stuff that she had to go through to, because like I said, in this movie too, we noticed that she had like a certain, I guess, a chip or something inside of her that she couldn't go against the person that quote unquote controlled her. And this movie had a lot of action in it, a lot of serious talks with her family, and especially her younger sister, because her younger sister thought she left her. And you know and and you saw like the little back and forth things in terms of the different issues within the family, with the mom, dad, the two younger sisters, what have you. And then, like I said, we saw at the very end, she basically, they figured out, basically everyone got away and everybody went to do their own thing. And you saw Natasha. This is literally, like I said, this is before Endgame. Well, yeah, this is a little bit before Endgame, and she comes back and she's back working for the Avengers. But like I said, this movie this is, to me, I like it because it's a standalone type of movie. This is this is a nice little standalone movie for Black Widow. Ben should have had this movie again. I'm gonna keep saying it's Ben, because he was one of the most important, like Avenger characters, and great movie. Like I said, Scarlett Johansson knocked it out the park with this movie, and like I said, Natasha, she, and like I said, this again set up what we saw in in the game and in Hawkeye. So this movie basically ended up being, later on, and also Falcon and Winter Soldier. If you've seen Falcon and Winter Soldier, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Especially the last episode of Falcon and Winter Soldier, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So this movie set up a whole lot. This is a great standalone Marvel movie, and a lot of action, and we, like I said, we saw, like, we never really got a chance to see Natasha, were like her past, and now we saw her dealing with her past and her basically getting rid of her past, and also taking care of her family. And very, very great Marvel movie, very great movie period to begin with, and
all right,
good movie, great one. That's my number 3 movie.
So I will go with so a lot of my early themes was on is Netflix, kind of like the Netflix 2021. So we talked about this earlier. Cause I got The Harder They Fall.
Oh man,
and I got so
this was tough.
Some of the stuff I picked was from people talking about it so much. Like I said, it might not fall in like a movie critic top 5, but far as like Netflix and far as like the amount of attention that it got, it was one of those movies that got a lot of attention. A lot of people watched it. A lot of people was talking about it. A lot of chatter on social media about Harder They Fall. Black Cowboys, that was based off of real real life black cowboys back in the day. So the names were the same names from the real cowboys back in the day. Very entertaining. They had an all star cast. Talk about John Major.
Yeah.
What's the comedian that Cole? Cole. Then Idris Elba. The guy that played in Black Messiah. Was it Black?
Oh shit.
What's that name?
Lakeith Stanfield.
Regina. Yeah, that's it. Then
Regina King.
Regina King. So the All Star lineup is very entertaining. It had
Mm-hmm.
a pretty good twist at the end. You know,
Mm-hmm.
Jonathan Majors. He
Yep.
got somebody killed his dad and killed his mom right in front of him. He spent his whole life searching for the person. Um, Ended up finding the person. But the person is in jail, so he ends up killing the rest of his gang. Okay, he think he's not gonna get out, but they some of his affiliates makes a deal, breaks him out, and now it's them two facing it off against each other again with a twist at the end. So
Yeah.
it's a very entertaining. It's kind of what's the guy that was the director for Hateful Eight? Quentin
Quentin
Tarantino.
Tarantino. Yeah, Quentin Tarantino.
So
Yep. You talk
if
about
you
it. Yeah.
didn't know any better, you'd think it's a Quentin Tarantino movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's not anything deep. It's just a great entertaining movie. Just for entertainment, it's a great entertaining black cowboy movie. It almost reminds you of Quentin Tarantino, but
They
he did
do.
not. But he did not produce this movie.
Mm-mm.
So yeah, that's one of my top 2021 movies off of Netflix. All right, what's the next one?
The next one is Godzilla versus Kong. I mean, man, look, we had we finally got the movie. You know, if you're, me as a kid, basically growing up on Godzilla, cartoons and the old Godzilla movies and the King Kong as well too. We finally got these two behemoths together in a movie, and this did not disappoint. A lot of
Right,
action, like a lot of man. This is what I need to be. Nice little storyline to go with it in terms of like because they kind of like in both the last it's sort of like in the last Kong movie and the last Godzilla movie, they were aiming to this, and we finally got those two behemoths going against one another, and then basically one getting the better of another in each one of those situations, and then again a lot of action, a lot of action, and you know you're seeing both of these creatures, both these behemoths. Um, each one of them, you would consider at one point in this movie the villain a little bit, and then eventually we see, at the end, um, it's a sort of bit of a draw, a little bit of a head nod. All right, okay, all right, yeah, all right, a little bit of a head nod at the end, because they had to come together, for one, for a common enemy, and like I said, they each gave the other a head nod, which was good, which I like, which I really, really liked. And now this makes me want to see this movie again. Um, because also, like I said, towards the end, like I said, the end of this movie, they kind of set us up for a sequel. It's in
yeah,
some sorts, which I liked. Hold on, for either a sequel for this movie or a sequel for Godzilla by himself or a sequel for Kong by itself. So
well,
it can go either.
you do know this was the third movie, right?
I know it's the third movie, but I'm saying if they really wanted to branch out a little bit, if they wanted to like keep it
Okay,
going, like they can
because
go either way.
it was the last Godzilla movie that came out when he was by himself,
Mm-hmm.
and then Kong Skull Island was the
Yep.
second movie.
Yep.
Oh, so you didn't know that all that
Yeah, yeah,
those
yeah,
two
yeah,
that
yeah,
those
yeah. And
connected.
that's why I
Okay.
said they all came together
Yeah,
with
yeah,
this
okay.
movie. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't mind seeing another Godzilla versus Kong or Godzilla and Kong versus whatever. I want to see like if they can continue like this. All right,
Yeah,
cool. But if you want to do it, but
the
if you want to do something separately, you can,
yeah. So the last three movies,
Mm-hmm.
is probably my probably the best producing Godzilla King Kong movies
Oh yeah.
ever, in my
Oh
opinion.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Um
Agree with that totally.
so I either I watched the original one, like the
Mm-hmm.
original one that came out like
Mm-hmm.
in the was it early 80s, I think,
Mm-hmm.
or this one.
Oh,
The ones in between, I didn't really like the ones in between.
what up?
Even though it's more technology than the very original ones, I
Mm-hmm.
still like either the original ones or this last three trilogy one that came out. The ones in between, like the 90s, 2000s, I don't really care
Mm-hmm.
for those.
There's also too, I don't know if you noticed or not, but they have like these Godzilla like quote unquote series or movies or what have you on Netflix. These are really up to date Johns. Came out in 2017. This is like animated Japanese anime. Pretty
Uh-huh.
good. Pretty good. Pretty damn good. Mm. So if you anybody who likes like the Godzilla, especially because like I said, it's from Japanese too. Let's remember that too. The Japanese anime, but it's very very good, very very good,
Okay.
very very good. Well, yeah,
But
like I
yeah,
said, you was right about in terms of
Godzilla
it
vs
being like the
Kong was
best produced.
the Godzilla vs Kong was on my list as well, and
Yeah.
I think they did a great storyline on how they end up
Yep.
getting together.
Mm-hmm.
Um, how they got Kong from Skull Island,
Yep.
and then it was a beacon of trouble
Yep. Mm-hmm.
that Godzilla came, and then the little girl says, "Why did Godzilla like what made Godzilla come? He only come when it's trouble."
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
The
Um,
storytelling was magnificent in this movie.
yeah, the storytelling,
Mm-hmm.
the plot, and the production
Oh.
of this trilogy with a
Yep.
Godzilla and a Kong, all three was good, and I think
Yep.
this was definitely the best Godzilla vs Kong one.
Oh yeah. This is
Definitely
man.
best Godzilla vs
Mm-hmm.
Kong.
Mm-hmm.
This one of the I can watch. This is one of the movies I can watch over and over.
Oh yeah, great replay
I
value.
can watch it
Great
over,
replay value.
and I like how they kind of made them into partners near the end of the movie to
Yep.
fight
Yeah,
the
fight the
third monster.
yeah. Mm-hmm. And like I said,
So
you get we saw that at the end. They gave them the head nod to one another. Like, all right, all
yeah,
right, you go your way, I go mine, and just kept it moving. Um, Another one that's my number two, but you know,
all right. So let's see, my that was you went first, right?
uh, yeah.
All right, and
Because I got my number one left.
you had several of the same ones.
Okay.
And I've talked about all my different ones. Now, the other one I got on here, I haven't seen it, but everybody talks about how it's
Mm-hmm.
great. So my next one is the same as yours. Now I haven't seen it, so I need you to talk about it without giving any spoilers away.
This is my number one. Woo! All right. I said this
So
before to a
Spider-Man
lot of
No Way
people.
Home has been everybody that's going to see it is talking about how it's arguably the best Marvel movie. Um,
Top three all time.
yeah,
Top
no,
three Marvel movie.
but arguably I've heard some people say this might be the best Marvel movie.
But I can agree with that though. I
So
can see where they're going with that. Mm-hmm.
great reviews. They got all three of the Spider-Mans in this one. And I'm just interested to see how I know Doctor Strange is in it. So just be interesting when I watch it. I'm going to see it Thursday night.
I
Take
can't
my
wait for you to see it, man.
take my
Can't
daughter,
wait
my
to see it.
nephew on Thursday night to see it. But I'm interested
Mm-hmm.
to see how Doctor Strange is incorporated to involve all three of the previous Spider-Mans. That just sounds fucking
All right.
crazy to me. But
I'm gonna give you a spoiler free.
no spoilers, man. No
Yeah, I'm gonna say
spoilers.
a spoiler. No, yeah, I'm gonna give you no spoilers. No spoilers.
Just tell us why you like it.
This
Just tell us why you like it.
first, this is the best Spider-Man movie of all time. Period. And that's saying a lot. This is the best Spider-Man movie of all time because you're gonna get hit. First of all, the action is top notch. The storyline. I'm gonna tell you the bet. Marvel does a good job, and somebody told somebody saw this online. Marvel has a good way of putting something in the trailer, and you be like, "No, we ain't using that. That's not getting used anywhere in the movie." So they put something. They usually put stuff in the trailer that doesn't get used to throw people off, and just remember that. And to me, is the most personable. You see a lot of emotion. It's gonna be emotional, Merv. It's gonna be very, very emotional. Man, that's a lot. It's very, very emotional. The storytelling is great. The storytelling is great. What I'm going to say is this. No, I can't give you that. No. Because I know how you think. I can't even give you that. I do want to talk to you Thursday or Friday once you get because I'm gonna put you at a thing because I don't want to say this because I think if I say it then you know what I'm talking about. But such a great movie, just such a it hits everything you think in a movie. It hits with the heartstrings. It hits you with like all the action and the storytelling is fantastic. It hits you with the storytelling mode like it's nothing for real, and it's all about God, man. I can't even say that either. It's the best movie this year to me because it hit every little human emotion possible in this movie. It's the best Spider-Man movie. It's a top 3 Marvel movie. If you want to say it's the number 1 Marvel movie, I completely understand. But to me, it's a top 3 Marvel movie all time. And it's the number 1 Spider-Man movie, period. It blows every Spider-Man movie off the block.
Okay.
That's why I can't wait to see now. We'll talk about that movie next week in terms of Into the Spider-Verse. But this movie hits it. This movie gets you. It was worth the wait. And then it also continues into what can we expect in phase 4, but also in another universe. And I'm gonna leave it at that. And this is to me is one of the top movies this year. This is the top movie this year to me. And like I said, saw this with my son. And like I said, people were cheering. Like I said, this is probably the only other movie since Endgame and Infinity War when you saw a couple times when the whole audience was doing like a standing ovation. A couple times. Throughout different scenes. You're gonna see different scenes. You're gonna see people giving like standing ovations, man. I've never seen that. In a minute, like I said, since those couple of movies. There's only a couple of movies you've seen like different scenes get standing ovations. In this movie, you're going to get that. And I can't say any more about this. I'm not going to, it's like I said, no spoilers to me. Merv, cannot wait for you to watch it. For our viewers, listeners out there, you know this. If you've seen this movie, it's the top 3 Marvel movie. You can say it's number 1. To me, it's the best Spider-Man movie of all time because it really legit hits everything that you can in a movie, plotline wise, drama wise, action wise. everything, and it has a lot more surprises than you think. Legit.
All right.
This
Cool.
thing surprising nothing too. So I'm gonna leave it at that.
All right.
I'm leave it at that.
Well, that's that wraps up our year in review. We talked about
Yes.
movies, we talked about TV shows, we talked about
Mm-hmm.
the top episodes, we talked about breakout actors and breakout actresses. So yeah, that wraps everything up. We're gonna give a shout out to Stacks, Sean, Mark,
Mm-hmm.
Becca, Tina B, Mel, Nick J, and the whole rest
Yes.
of the family. And when I say family, I'm including 1,000 on our Facebook page. That's a member of our group. We appreciate y'all. Shout out to Mile High Radio,
Mm-hmm.
Blast Music,
Yes.
Facebook Live, YouTube Live, Zingle TV,
Mm-hmm.
Blackjack Crime, channel 199, 198, and our behind the scene partners that we're working with. We appreciate
Mm-hmm.
you as well. And if we ain't got anything else, that's it. That's a wrap.
Yeah. But you know what? I'm gonna say this. Look, thank y'all for listening to us this year. You know, we got a lot of stuff coming for this upcoming 2022. Year. We got a lot of different stuff in place next year. For our little listeners and viewers. Next year, next week, next Tuesday. Also, giving you a little hint, a little topic. Hint of our topics. There's going to be the most anticipated shows and movies next year for 2022. So can't wait for y'all to hear what we got to say about that. And like I said again, y'all can be anywhere in this world, but y'all here rocking with us. Thank you at all. Like I said, keep subscribing to our YouTube channel. The guys, please drop hit the like, hit the subscribe button, drop a comment or comments on there. We look at our comments, and thank you very much for supporting.
All right. On that note, we out.
We out.